obviously been told to look after her and that she's a quality animal, and that definitely shines through. She's clearly got the scope and the potential, and if she's got a stride and ability to match her size, then she's going to go on. But I think I don't think the Harriet Graham horse Bo Derek is unlike Ira in that it looks athletic. He wouldn't have taken a lot of game fit, but doesn't look to be running up light in any way at all. And I just think if he's been working with that, then it might be one for the forecast at least.
And she said to us off camera that she was a bit worried that the horse might be a bit green for the first occasion, but from going around the paddock, absolutely no evidence of that from her demeanour. Very relaxed, maybe too relaxed, but physically 3 good-looking horses, of which she's one.
Promises to be a fascinating bumper. Last race then at Kelso as we go back to John.
Thank you, Gordon. For what it's worth, I thought Not a Word of a Lie was the greenest to post. I thought she still looked a bit clueless. As the runners come in now,
in play.
One more time, they're off and racing for the Kelso Charity Tea Room Mares Standard Open National Hunt Flat Race. Fair Lady is the one at the back, pulling quite hard in the early stages. Elle Grande is the first one to show, striding out nicely ahead of Woe Black Betty in second place. Racing along in third position is Bo Derek. Bo Derek's got Cast in Grey for company, and then comes Fair Lady, and the back marker early is Not a Word of a Lie in the purple and white colours. The leader in purple and green is Elle Grande. Brian Hughes takes her into the home straight then with a lead here of 1 length over Woe Black Betty in second place. Third position is Cast in Grey, and then Bo Derek well in touch. Fair Lady next, and still to the back end of the field, Not a Word of a Lie in young John Joe O'Neill Jr. as they make their way up the home straight for the first time. Well, she's an impressive looking horse, Elle Grande, and she's striding on nicely. It's our first look at her here today, first run under rules, and there's a lot of her, and she strides on with the lead over Woe Black Betty in second place and Cast in Grey in the light blue jacket, red cap. The other 3 are well in touch with Not a Word of a Lie on the outside of Bo Derek, who's just restrained in behind him. Fair Lady against the rail, close up as well. So Elle Grande and Brian Hughes. Brian's had 2 winners tonight. Can he make it 3? Elle Grande from Woe Black Betty, Cast in Grey. Not a Word of a Lie next in 4th place. And then just 1 length only to both Fair Lady and Bo Derek to the rear end of the field. Elle Grande still with the advantage. Heading down the far side of the track. Elle Grande from Woe Black Betty. Just in behind them still, Cast in Grey.
50%.
Cast in Grey with Not a Word of a Lie to the wide outside. And then Bo Derek, Fair Lady still at the back end of the field. Midpoint down the back straight. Tightly grouped up in this Kelso Charity Tea Room Mares Standard Open National Hunt Flat Race. Elle Grande just had the first little shimmy there. Just came off a true line for the first time. Just edged into Woe Black Betty to the outside, Not a Word of a Lie. Then Cast in Grey with Bo Derek still well in touch. Fair Lady, the back marker, a few lengths behind him now. As they head down the side of the course, they're beginning to really motor and increase the tempo. Elle Grande still with the narrow lead, but she's got 2 right on her flank, Woe Black Betty, and on the outside is Not a Word of a Lie. Just in behind them, Cast in Grey's not been played yet. Bo Derek, for the first time, chased along in 5th place, and they are well clear of Fair
75%.
Lady. So they head now toward the final couple of furlongs. The leader, Elle Grande, chased up for the first time. Not a Word of a Lie to the wide outside comes next, followed by Cast in Grey, and they're quickly clear now of Woe Black Betty and Bo Derek, and Not a Word of a Lie has come to the front now. Elle Grande asked the question, but certainly not knocked about on her debut. She's looking held now, trying to challenge Cast in Grey, and Bo Derek's getting back into this as well. Not a Word of a Lie drifting right the way down the stand side here, but Not a Word of a Lie and young John Joe O'Neill Jr. out in front, powering to victory here. Not a Word of a Lie. Bo Derek ran well in second place, Cast in Grey in third, then Elle Grande ultimately a well-beaten 4th, but showed plenty.